Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I'm of course your host Aaron, and today is a special treat. I have to say special because now that we don't do Funko Pops every single day, when I do them, they have to be special because shit, what the hell am I ordering now? So let's get wrong with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. Before I begin this video, I actually want to go and talk about something that Funko is doing right now. They are having a summer sale, and things are up to 70% off if you are a Funko member, or I don't know if you actually have to have a Funko membership, but to be honest with you, it's really starting to grind my gears. Now, I know a lot of people have said in the past, and actually more recently, that Funko is dying. Now, as I don't think Funko is actually dying, I do think that Funko is taking a major curve downward in the spiral of catastrophe. You see, a lot of the Funko Pops that were popular were anime ones, such as Jujutsu Kaisen, Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, of course, was a hot topic one. Not a hot topic one, but was just like a hot topic in general. What else? You had some other shit that was pretty good, and some other shit, and some other shit, and some other shit. Now, these Funko Pops that were convention ones, we're going like for $40, $45, shit like that. They are now 50% off, going for $20. Even some are 55%, going as low as 15. Now, it's kind of just irritating and ridiculous that a couple months ago you're buying them full price, and now they're having a summer sale where they're selling them for 50% because they can't get rid of them. And then you have them coming out with more and more Funko Pops from these similar series, and they're not selling. So what is the point of rushing in and buying them? I don't see any point. And if people aren't buying them for the money that they're originally put out for, you are definitely losing money when you put them on sale. It doesn't matter how much more you're selling for, you're still having a net loss. Right? That's how I see it. Yeah, maybe you'll sell more of them at a lower price, and that's what you're hoping for, but what happens if you don't? What happens if everything gets screwed up and you just lose shit? So that's where I am at now, because I know they're going to have mystery boxes in a couple months, and it's going to be this garbage. Now, I'm not saying that the stuff that's on sale is garbage, because there was a couple One Piece ones that I did purchase at full price, but there is the Madras shoes in there that was going for 40, when that was 20. I was on the fence about it, but you know what? If it's going to drop for more money and it's going to be on the website for a longer time, there's no rush for me to buy these things. And if there's no rush, there's a hold in the process of me collecting, right? To be honest with you, they had the One Piece Luffy who came out with the 2-year, the crossed out 3-day shit. And yeah, I didn't buy him. I did not buy him. And that was shocking because I waited all day until they released it at 12 o'clock to be like, oh shit, I'm going to go buy this. And I was like, you know what? No. And you know what, guys? I know that's a lot of you-knows. There are Garp, there is Ivanka, Boa Hancock, Ace. All those Marineford Funko Pops are on sale, and they came in the hard case. Now I think they're going for what, maybe $13.50? That's lower than the original cost of a Funko Pop, and you get a hard stack. You know, now that I thought about it, or thinking about it now, maybe that's the route I should go just to get some hard stacks and shit like that. But what am I going to do with those Funko Pops? Absolutely nothing, because people don't want them. And now you have the new Rob Lucci one coming out with Toy Temple. Couldn't spit that out for a second. And the mold for the Chase looks kind of shitty. And same thing with the Blackbeard I keep talking about. The mold looks shitty for the Chase. People aren't going to want this, and they're going to wait. They're going to wait, and they're going to wait, and they're going to wait until it becomes a discounted rate, and then they'll buy it. Because I'm not going to buy the Blackbeards when they drop. There is no reason for me to do it. Unless there's like a small stock, and they say it's like 3,000 or some shit. Or they put it as one of those small priority ones that you can only get a certain amount. Like, the limited edition things they keep doing. Which, by the way, are selling out, and then they're getting resold for so much more money. And it ain't even the collectors. It's got to be scalpers and people who just want to resell these things. So that's where I am right now with Funko. I'm kind of in the lull of, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, because I got these Funko tickets that I'm going to in June, and now I'm starting to realize why these tickets didn't sell out so quick, because people aren't interested in them anymore. And you can't tell me that people are going to go to the Thrill Joys and that people are going to go to the Rokamoto, whatever Mike's new thing is, because they're not. I think it's collectibles as a whole has actually hit a big slump. And I'm not going to say that it's because of Pokemon cards, but it's probably because of Pokemon cards. People everywhere are trying to find Pokemon cards in Target, Walmart, GameStop. They're going to Costco's online, Best Buy online, and they're just getting fucked out. They're getting their orders canceled and shit like that. But it's the Pokemon cards that have the most money and the most stock in them right now. And that's going to flood the market eventually, because I'm sure Pokemon Center is going to be like, fuck this. We can make a bunch of money if we produce more of these cards and people are going to buy them. So boom, boom, boom. Let's just put more and more out. Now, there's a new set that's also coming out that they've already announced following the Destined Rivals, which is Pokemon Black and Pokemon White. That shit apparently is going to be a limited series. Rival Destinies, I think they're going to produce more just to get more cards out. And I've also heard for the Eevee Prime Evolution shit, they're going to have more of that out. Now, that's really good because I would like to get one of those Eevee things. You know me, I want to get a Jolteon, and that'd be sweet. But I'm usually at work when these things drop, and I might not have an opportunity. And, you know, like I said, the One Piece Funko Pops are the majority of what I'm collecting now. And when I'm seeing them in the Funko Shop store, you know, a month or two, and a cheaper rate, and I can just buy them then, what's to make me, or what is to convince me, or make me go and say, I need this Funko Pop? They need to change their strategy, and they need to make it more limited so people want it. And if people aren't going to go for it, you know what not to make anymore. And you gotta stop making these shitty fucking variants of the commons. Don't make shitty common variants and then make a shittier chase. That's just ridiculous. And the chase shouldn't look like you actually put some thought into it. You know, you, Funko, as a whole, have thrown out numerous announcements and comments about the Funko molds that you are going to look harder or work harder to make them more creative, to make them more enjoyable, this, that, and the other thing. And you haven't thrown anything out that has anything projected or that you've spoken about or promised any of us collectors. And if you have, and you are a collector and you know what they have done, please let me know. And I'm not going to watch other YouTube videos of people who claim that their speeches and their videos are getting through to them, because I think it's all bullshit. It's called luck. It's called common sense. It's called marketing. It's called business. Stop taking credit for shit. You know who I'm talking about. So, yes, this was going to be me opening up a box of Funko Pops, but it actually led me to talk about why I'm so pissed off that I bought One Piece. That's really it. I'm really pissed off that I bought these One Piece Funko Pops, and then all of a sudden, they're now on sale. You son of a bitches! But you know what is great? I just came home from the gym. I'm going to eat my dinner. I actually started it before I started this video, and it is going to be delicious. I already finished the broccoli. I got a piece of chicken and some Uncle Ben's rice. Sorry, Spider-Man. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me today, Mr. Aaron. I'll give this thing an up or a down. I'm going to give this some bitch a down, because you're taking money from my pockets when I could have saved some and bought other things. Let's just do it again. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me today, Mr. Aaron. I will see you next time. We talk about more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.